Hey kids, I'm not gonna lie to you. This has been tough. I'm sure it has been for you too. I hope that this is the last video I have to make for a long time. I hope it's the last one I have to make forever, even though that's probably not likely. But yeah, we're gonna continue here with German problems. This is a new German problem sheet, but this is going back a chapter. We're going to the circle unit, so I'll give you an opportunity to review this a little bit. So remember, the things from the previous German document still hold true. This thing here is a right angle. All right. And this is the one that you're going to see a ton. That symbol, that is the center of a circle. Only part of the circle is shown. Okay, you're going to see a lot of that here because this is the circle unit, right? Let me see. You see I whited out some stuff in this document too. So I got rid of some of the German. I'm just kind of quickly scanning through to see if there's something else here. You got parallel lines. I think I took care of, and this one on the very bottom, you're given that the perimeter of the triangle is 22 centimeters. On the back side, like number 25 on the right, that's like a clock face, so it's a uniform. This W, you see this in a few problems. So this W, what that means, wherever you see that, is that segment or ray was an angle bisector. So in this particular problem, the angle that it emanated from, those angles are congruent. So wherever you see that W, okay, you see one here. So that means that these two angles would be congruent. You see two, that means these two angles are congruent, those two angles are congruent. I think that's the main thing. On this document, they're using lowercase Greek letters for most of the variables. I'm not too sure why, but this is alpha. I forget which one. This is rho and that's gamma. I'm not sure, but I'm going to do a few, and you're going to have a homework assignment that will be pretty short. But I'll do a few just to get you thinking here. Now, the key here is, again, radii. Radii in a circle, that will often create an isosceles triangle. So keep that isosceles triangle in mind. It's huge. In addition, drawing in radii, I've mentioned that time and time again. That's something that you got to consider too. That's going to be very, very helpful. So, this is an isosceles triangle right here with a vertex angle of 44. So we can easily figure out that the base angles are 68. Okay, if that's 90, that does allow us to figure out, what is that going to be? 22 down here. But remember, this whole angle was 68. So 68 minus 22 is 46. Now, angle ABC has been bisected. Sorry, forget what I said earlier. Angle ABC has been bisected. So if this whole angle is 68, this is 34. All right. Now remember, I got triangles galore here. Okay, I got triangles galore. I got 34, I got 44. Look at this upper triangle. I can figure out that this is 102. I can then figure out this is 78. Remember, this is 90 right here next to it, so we can figure out alpha now using this little skinny triangle. Alpha, of course, ends up being 12. Okay, I thought I was going to have to do something with this 22 down here. My bad, I didn't. All right. But that's just an idea. It's all about isosceles triangles and radii so many times. Look at this next one here. If this is 141 degrees, that means this is 39. Now look, I got two circles. I got the circle centered here, that's this arc. I got the circle centered here, that's this arc. So I got two circles. Now, oh, take a look at this. You know, take a look at this. This radius is common to both. Hey, you know what? I'm going to draw in another radius. I drew in a radius that's common to both circles. That's huge. I just created an isosceles triangle here, right? If that's 39, this must be 39. And if those are both 39, this is 102. That means this is 78. And now we got another isosceles triangle here as well. That's 78. So now we can figure out this part comes out to 24. And then add those 39 and 24 together. And you get 63. Okay? So I'm just trying to kind of get you started, get you thinking here a little bit. I'm not going to do many of these. This one, you want to find alpha first. Obviously, alpha must be 60 based on that. That should help you roll there if you're interested in doing that one. Let me show you. Here's another one where drawing something in, number 7. Okay? Again, drawing in this radii, not only is it a radius, it's a radius of both circles. We create an isosceles triangle. If that's 16, this is 16. Okay. I'm going to draw in this one as well. Now remember, if that's 16 and 16, this must be 32 because the exterior angle has to equal the sum of the remotes. Right? And this triangle is isosceles, so that means that's 32. That allows us to get this vertex angle of 116. Now we can subtract from 180 to get this of 48. And remember, this triangle on the left is isosceles as well. So if we know the vertex angle is 48, alpha ends up being 66. Okay? So, I mean, they're kind of cool. They can be kind of cool. All right? I think I'm just going to do 2 more and give you a nice short homework to kind of wrap up the year. I like this problem down here. This one's kind of cool. Uses some of our stuff from the circle unit. If this is alpha, that's an inscribed angle. That means this arc must be 2 alpha. Hey, wait, that's a central angle. That's got to be 2 alpha. Hey, these lines are parallel. These are alternate interior. I'm just kind of filling in some blanks right now. That's 2 alpha. And then that's 90, so that means this is 90. So here we have 3 alpha must equal 90, so alpha must be 30. Okay. This one's a little bit different. I think there's different ways of doing it. I'm not too sure if I did it the most efficient way in my notes. If this is 64, that of course is 116. I did have this drawn in. That makes that 32. And this is 32 as well because this triangle is isosceles. Okay. Now, let's see here. If I draw this in, those are congruent. If that's alpha, that's alpha. So what could I do here? I see what I did. I don't know if this is the most efficient, but we'll find out. Okay. So take a look. This 32, that's a central angle of this little circle. Sorry. Central angle of this big circle. So if that's 32, this would have to be 32. I'm going to call this A up here. So A, this arc, plus this arc over here over 2 has to give me this 64, right? Because that's a chord angle. Okay, so if you solve that, you end up getting A equals 96. Now, if A is 96, then I think everything kind of falls into place, right? If A is 96, that's 96. This triangle is isosceles, so alpha ends up being 42. There's other ways of doing that one as well. But some of these are neat. It's too bad. I mean, this is one of the things that we had to cut back on a lot. Normally, we would do a lot more with German problems. I really like doing them. So you're only going to have 2 problems to do in your homework. Okay, on the back side, you're going to do number 27. And on the bottom left, whoops, this document should come back in a second. Oh, there we go. 149. All right. So if you have questions, we'll try to do little office hours on Wednesday as well. But just those 2 problems for homework. I think it's due Wednesday evening, 8 o'clock. We'll call it there.